James Lynch here for Home of Fight. Happy to be joined by Brandon Royval. Is going to be back in action. UFC 329, July 11th. It's coming up here pretty soon. He's going to be taking on Lone'er Kavanagh. Brandon, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Yourself?
Doing great. Appreciate you going in the car. It's nice and quiet, good lighting. So we've done a few of these. I think you're kind of a veteran now at interviews, right?
Yeah. And I'm always traveling A to B to C all the time. So
Yeah.
it's been a
Well,
crazy day.
I was going to say you're a busy guy. I appreciate you always making time for me. Was this kind of the right amount of time off in between fights? Tell me how this all came together with you fighting Lone'er Kavanagh.
Actually, yes, it's a good time to fight Lone'er Kavanagh. It's the right time off to fight Lone'er Kavanagh. I wanted to give my brain some time to rest. I had what I thought was a signed contract with one of the wrestling guys from the divisions like a couple months before this, and I was like, oh, I love that matchup, and I love it, and I love the timeline of that, and the striking. I'm not necessarily was worried about that at all. So yeah, I thought that I had a contract pretty much signed or like a contract coming my way. And then Lone'er Kavanagh blast through Brandon Moreno and they're like, we want to make this fight instead. So just kind of pushed the date back and made it make more sense for me. And yeah, got it underway.
What card was that supposed to be on? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't? It
originally
was
know.
just the
Yeah,
opponent,
yeah.
and then figured out. I
It was
guess.
just an opponent in the talks. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. And a wrestler, I'm sure people can do their detective work and figure it out. I don't want to get anyone in trouble
Yeah.
here. So yeah, other than that other opponent, were there any other opponents in the mix, or I guess it was just once Lone'er won, it was kind of just set in stone that you two would fight?
Yeah. Once Lone'er won, it was like, all right, that's the fight we want to make. And I was like, all right, perfect.
Okay, easy enough. What did you take away the most from the last fight against Kape? Was it just you got caught? How do you look at that last fight?
Yeah. I would say that it was just like exiting at a bad time and then countering at a bad time is like, I think one of my natural instincts and just like who I am is like I want to be in the fire a little bit. And it's like I countered him really well the first like two punches. And it's like, I could have just left, I should have just exited perfectly or whatever. And it's like I stood countering with him. Like he kept rushing forward and I kept backing up countering. And it's like I eventually ran into the fence and got dropped. So yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things. It's just positional awareness, staying focused in a whole 15-minute fight, in a 25-minute fight or whatever it is. It's like staying 100% focused is really hard, and I knew that not that I knew at that moment in time that I should have exited, but it's like our practice was fucking 1-2 exit back to center, and I didn't display that at all. So yeah, just more of just like in my eyes, is just staying 100% focused in the fight in 15 minutes. It's concentrated. It's really hard to do.
Were you surprised they didn't give him the title shot instead of Taira? Only because like it looked like him and Van kind of had some
Yeah.
beef
No,
going
I
in.
think and I'm not to shit on Tyra or anything. I think he deserved it. Like, I think that was the situation. I thought that they talked enough that it would make sense. I thought all of it kind of made more sense that Manel Kape would get the next title shot. So yeah.
And what did you think of that fight with Van and Taira? I know a lot of people were thinking that Taira was going to win that, and Van. I mean, it was just an amazing fight. I think you got two guys that are really young and kind of going toe to toe. I mean, you fought both of them. What did you make of the result of that fight after watching it?
Um, I'm not gonna like I wasn't surprised by it, to be honest. One thing that I will say I was surprised about is um Van's ability to get back up without giving up his back and that butterfly guard that he used, I thought was so beautiful. And then also another thing that I was surprised about is how easy Tyra was able to get down Van. I
Yeah.
didn't think that he would be able to get him down with much without like a lot of struggle. And he got him down pretty much at will that first round. And I was actually really shocked by that. I thought Van would be able to shut that down pretty easy, especially in the first round. And yeah, I was surprised by both of them in the sense of like how easy it was for Tyra to get Van down, and uh, and then once Tyra got to a really good position of Van being able to get out of it. So it's like it just shows those kids are so good, and like there's so much growth in both of them, and yeah. But as far as like the fight going on and stuff, it's like I think, and I said this in an interview in an interview the other day, is just like one of the best aspects I think Van has is in like the natural fighterness of him is the ability to stay calm under fire and the ability to stay calm in pressured moments. And it's like when we were studying him, not like we had much time to study him. It was like 2 week, 3 weeks or whatever it was. Um, is I was like, with Manel Kape, I think I could have got Manel Kape really tired in like these grappling exchanges and a lot of exchanges and eventually warn him where like Van just stays so composed, you know? And it's like that's something that I do really well too, is I'm able to stay really composed in a lot of chaotic situations. And I think Van's so good at it. And it's like you're not gonna get that guy tired because he's not losing his composure at all ever.
Yeah, and it kind of fits his personality too. He's like a really laid back guy. It kind of translates into the cage a bit. Like it doesn't seem like anything really impacts him too much, you know?
Yeah, yeah, and I bet you it's like a dude that probably been in a lot of fucking fights in his life, you know? So it's like
Right.
he's not afraid to scrap. He's not like new to the chaos, not new to any of that shit. And it's like similar to me. It's like you know, I could give myself a lot of flaws, but one thing that I am really good at is I can stay composed under some crazy situations and not lose my shit. And you know, because I've been in a lot of crazy situations. So
I'd agree with that. Let's talk about Kavanagh, 10-1 record. Stylistically, how are you looking at this one?
oh, I think he's super awesome. I think there's a lot of things we can exploit. There's a lot of good things that we could exploit, but as far as just like face value, man, he's so good. Like he's really cool, man. I think studying for him, watching his style and all this, and it's like, dude, this is like one of the coolest things about being at the top of the sport is just like it gets interesting. Like I used to not care about anything. It was like I'm gonna fight whoever it is. I'm gonna fight him this way. I'm gonna do whatever the hell I want. But now it's like, dude, you get to study your opponent. Your opponents are always really good, and you get to just kind of break them down and find their weakness and find what you can do and see how it'll work. And then when the fight comes, it's like I might have to make an adjustment mid fight or whatever it is. And it's just super interesting training with high level people and being in a high level situations of just like breaking people down mid fight or breaking people down before the fights and just seeing like what do you think's gonna work, what's not gonna work, and kind of finding the puzzle of it has become some of the most interesting part of this sport to me now.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. I should say, as I'm stumbling over my words here. Did you get this fight was booked after McGregor was added on this card, right, or was it before? Because I was just wondering. I know for some fighters,
this fight has been booked for so long.
Oh, it has. Okay, so you got lots of notice.
I think they booked this fight the week after he fought Moreno. This has been like the longest training camp I've ever had.
I didn't know it was that long.
Yeah. So,
well, I mean, you guys know before us, but yeah, I did. Because I felt like the actual announcement came out after. I might be wrong about that, but I feel like this was not like public knowledge for, you know, it came out a bit later, I think.
Yeah. So I knew that McGregor was on the card pretty much right when I signed the contract. I don't think they had exactly who he was going against yet. But yeah, I've known about this fight pretty much. I would say 2 weeks after Kavanagh fought Moreno.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, well that's nice.
And that's 2 weeks. That might have been 2 weeks tops.
Yeah. Does it add a bit more being on a card with McGregor? Because I'm sure that's a first. Well, it has to be a first for you. I don't think you fought on a card with him before.
Oh no, I don't really give a fuck. Honestly, I guess I didn't really give it too much thought. I mean, obviously it's gonna be cool because there's gonna be a lot of eyes on it. But nah, I guess
that doesn't matter to you. I know for some fighters it does because obviously more people are gonna watch.
I'm not really a McGregor fan necessarily or anything right now. So
yeah,
you know, obviously I respect what he does as a martial artist. But
stuff outside the cage is what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going for Max. Like.
Okay, that's fair. What do you make? I don't know if have you seen the ticket prices? Like there's single tickets that are going for like 24 grand on this card. Did you know that?
What the fuck? No, I haven't. No, I have not. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive.
Grand. Bro, that's like it's honestly just like as like a fan, I think I watched Anderson Silva versus Nate Diaz in the top row for like $200. Or not Nate Diaz.
I was gonna
Anderson Silva versus Chris Weidman.
I think Nate would be punching above his weight a little bit if you fought Anderson Silva.
Yeah. And I don't know. Anderson Silva versus Chris Weidman for $200 or something. And I remember thinking, like, God, that was so expensive. But
was that Weidman Silva 1 or 2?
It was when he broke his fucking leg.
Oh, it's 2. Okay, I was gonna say if you were at 1,
2.
that would have been incredible to watch live, him upsetting Silva.
Yeah, it was 2, and I've seen 3 separate times in my life. I've seen somebody throw a kick and break their leg, and bro, I was in the very top row. I might have been like the highest seat there, and I heard it. Like I could hear it, and I seen it. Like, and I immediately just like closed my eyes and was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened."
Okay. Yeah. No, pretty.
But now like tickets are so fucking expensive now. It's like $500 for the cheapest tickets. What is the cheapest ticket on that card?
I think it's $1,000. I kid you not, for nosebleeds. I'm not even joking.
Jesus Christ. Man.
So
that sucks.
It sucks for the fans.
Like, yeah. Because it's like you would have priced me way out of fucking. Bro, I saved money to go to that fight. Like I would have been way out of my league.
Yeah.
if that was the price ticket, being a young kid, you know.
Take me through camp a bit. I know we'll be here all day because you travel at different gyms and you train a bit, but who have you had a chance to work with who's sort of prepping you for this fight? I know you got your usual crew, but who else are you getting to work with?
Yeah, well, it's cool because I train with Corey a lot, and we're
He's on
fighting
the
the same
card, yeah.
card. So yeah, it's cool. So I fucking hope to just carry the momentum for him in his fight right before our leading into his fight. But I have two kickboxers that are pretty young that I get to roll with. One named Ali and the other one named Austin. But I train a little bit everywhere, bro. Like
Hmm.
for this camp, it's been really cool. But yeah, I train a little bit everywhere, and I'm just finding like good little fucking like good size bodies and good like skill set bodies that are gonna get me the W to this fight and be good looks for it. So it's been pretty awesome.
Your corner, Clay Motza. Who else is going to be in the cage with you?
Yeah, I just always got my homies. I got Clay, Luis, and Alex.
Nice. Yeah, the old crew.
Yeah,
Do you
so
guys have a
it's
name
always
yet
good
for your
to-
team, or is it still like Nomad or whatever you want to? I don't know. Like,
No, I think they call it the good guys. I don't even think about it, bro. I don't even like,
yeah.
it's like I
You
always,
said the good guys. Is that what they call it?
yeah. I think that's what they've been rolling with for the last couple of camps is just the good guys.
Okay,
But
that's
yeah,
a
I
cool
don't know.
name.
I don't fucking.
Kind of catchy.
Yeah, it's
Fair
fun.
enough.
It was some fun too because it was just like I don't know.
No, fair
We
enough.
like to implement that there's bad guys on the other side or some shit. I don't really know. I
Well,
like the wise guys, bro. I like some mobster type shit.
okay. Yeah, we'll have to see if that evolves. It could be like a fan thing where the fans like get into it and then maybe they'll push for it, right? Like sometimes the fans
Yeah,
sort of
yeah.
dictate what's going to happen. How do you see this fight unfolding on July 11th? How's this one going out without giving away the game plan, obviously?
Yeah, man. I think I can just fucking have a snowball effect on this kid. I think he's so sharp. I think he's so good. He's really explosive. He's very quick twitch, and it's like I'm not a quick twitch fighter, which is like as much as it sucks, but it's like I'm also a fucking nightmare for quick twitch fighters. Eventually, it's like so hopefully first round goes smooth, second round's gonna go smoother, and third round if he's still there, I'm gonna fucking take him out.
The Charles Johnson fight, is that one you look at saying there's things that I can do that he did in this fight, or is that sort of because obviously you and Charles are a bit different. You guys actually fought back in the day, but is that kind of a one-off fight, or do you take anything away from that fight? Because obviously Charles knocked him out.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things that you could take away from that fight. There's a lot of things you take away from the Ochoa fight. Yeah. So I was just learning from every single fight he's had, really.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of things you could exploit for the Charles Johnson fight, a lot of things that you can learn from it. And I think the same thing with the Ochoa fight is just like there's a lot to take away from that.
So with this fight, did you get a new contract, or are you still on the same contract from before?
Nah, I'm on kind of like a little bit of a long contract. After the Van fight, I got a contract though.
Oh, nice. Okay, so for a couple fights, that's good.
Yeah.
Cool. And then we mentioned Joshua Van earlier. It looks like he will fight Pantoja. Have you seen enough from Van that makes you think he can defeat Pantoja if they do fight later this year?
Do I think he'll beat him?
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, I don't know. I don't know how Pantoja comes back. And I don't know like if there's like a psychological thing playing or anything of that sort, but based off of how Tatsuro took him down, no, I don't think he beats him. I think
Okay.
Pantoja's gonna, if he gets him down, is gonna beat the shit out of him. But I would say in the later rounds, if Van doesn't get submitted or beat somehow, or not somehow, but if he doesn't get submitted or beat, that Pantoja gets tired and Van does not.
Okay. That's fair. Last question, because I seen you posting this on your Instagram. I love how you're leaning into this. Like it's become a meme, you and your girlfriend at the UFC, and there's all these tweets about it. How has that been for both of you? Because obviously, like I'm sure she's getting messages too.
I mean, I think she thought it was all weird. Like she definitely thought it was weird. My girlfriend's really like keep to herself, very religious, very like all the above. So she was a little off put by it, but it was also just super funny too. So like I don't know, like to me it was like well, I'm gonna make a joke out of it, and obviously I got fucking so many messages about it and all the above. So I was like, just gonna kind of roll with it a little bit.
No, I think you took it the right way. Did you? I imagine you got weird messages as well, or was it just people being, how were people in your DMs with that whole thing?
Yeah. I mean, I think I'm always so lighthearted and joking that I think most people kind of roll with the joke with me. Obviously, some people are fucking shitty people, but that's few and far between. So it's like I don't ever let that get to me.
Yeah, and for people who didn't see it, you were at a UFC event with your girlfriend, and like everyone was like I think the camera focused on you, but people are like, "What about the girl?" Because your girlfriend's obviously very beautiful. So it was kind
Yeah,
of like
yeah,
one of
yeah.
those like unplanned things, right? So
Yeah, 100%. And yeah, she stole all my attention in that situation, which is fair. I'd rather have it.
for sure. Hey, Brandon, thanks for doing this, man. We're looking forward to it. UFC 329, July 11th. Anyone you want to thank before we get out of here? Sponsors, social media. I'll give you the last
Yeah.
word.
Thank you, EP Glass. Thank you, Real Gangsters. Thank you to everybody who supported me along the way, man. I appreciate you too.